hope you're all having a good day. So today's video is a fun challenge. So a couple of weeks ago, I believe, MysticFayrie, who used to be Mystic Magic Dreamer, put out a challenge on Twitter to turn one of her builds into a spooky build. So that's what I have done today. I chose her Tower of Curiosity build, and we turn it into a kind of haunted tower. It's more of a haunted house. I wasn't originally going to upload this, but I thought, you know, I had fun, so I wanted to share it, even if only like one person watches it. I still had fun. So Mystic toured all of the builds on stream yesterday, and they were all really amazing actually. I was quite surprised at how talented everybody is. So I will link all of her information in the description below, and then you can check all of the entries out. She usually uploads them a couple days after the stream, so sometime over the weekend, maybe next week, all of the tours will be uploaded, so look out for those. So for anyone who hasn't watched any of my videos before, this year I am shouting out a different person each video who has inspired or supported me and the community, and so I thought it was only fitting that this video we shout out MysticFayrie. She has been around for pretty much my whole journey with YouTube and videos, so probably since, when did I start? July last year, I think. So I can't remember her like ever not being around. So I think she's been here from the beginning, which is amazing. And she always does all of these like really fun challenges and shell challenges. She gifts packs to people, and she actually gifted me a Snowy Escape. She did a I don't remember whether it was a shell challenge or some other kind of building challenge, I don't remember, but I won that one, and she was very kind enough to gift the pack for me. So I am very grateful to her for that, and she's just generally very supportive. Her videos are fun, her streams are really fun, she does lots of different things, plays lots of different games, Stardew Valley, Sims 4 obviously, and yeah, so you should definitely go and check her out. She's on Twitter quite often, and she streams several times a week, and it's always a really good time, so definitely go and check her out and come and say hi when she is streaming next. So I should mention that this build doesn't contain anything from the Paranormal stuff pack, since it was, you know, a challenge to for that pack. So this is mostly vampires, I believe. It is built in Forgotten Hollow. I thought it was appropriate for the kind of style that I was going for. I originally wanted to create something on this like front roof piece, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to like put up there. I think I end up putting a gargoyle up there. But I didn't really know what to do, so I do leave it until the end. I really like this like greenhouse conservatory space that I've made. I put a table and a couple of chairs in there and fill it with plants. My idea was for it to be used as like a seance type room, but either way it's nice just to have tea in there. I'm not sure who would want to live in this house, but you know, if you do. I had a lot of fun with the terrain tools in this one. I normally do use terrain tools in my builds, but the last couple I've kind of just been feeling like I wanted to build something simple, so I've just done those like simple cottages, that starter one. And this one I actually built a while ago. I just never got around to sharing it. I wanted to wait until after they'd been told on stream. But you know, I think it looks interesting. It was quite a lot of the other entries were more, I don't really know how to describe it, like they'd been abandoned, I guess, kind of like abandoned houses, and they looked really, really good. And when I was thinking back to mine, I was like, oh, I didn't do that. I made it livable and, you know, usable and playable, but it just looked like it was, you know, looks like a really old house inside, just like nobody's really been taking care of it, and there's cracks and holes in the walls, but it's still playable. So obviously if you want to play in a haunted house but you don't have the pack, then there you go. I don't add too much landscaping to this. I'd kind of just shove a couple of trees and some bushes to make it look like nobody's really taking care of it. Most of these plants are no longer alive, unfortunately, but I think they kind of just add to the whole, I don't know, spooky, not really used vibe, if you can call it that. So inside there is a room with a double bed, a room for like a child maybe, and a room for a toddler. So you can have up to 4 Sims living in this house if you so wish. There isn't a lounge room in this build though. I didn't really have much space, but I suppose you could probably like stick a TV, or if you need one, in like the conservatory greenhouse type area. But I figured it was probably old enough that maybe there isn't electricity. I'm not sure if I put any lights or whether I just use candles. I don't remember. But the kitchen appliances that I've used are off the grid, and so is the bathrooms. What else is in this house? There is the tower on the right hand side is like a little artist space. There's an easel and a couple of decorative pieces to make it look like an artist's room. There is an awful lot of water stains on the walls and things in here. I just generally wanted it to look a bit gross. And I feel like I've probably achieved that with the amount that I've used, and you'll see in a little bit how many I do use. I put quite a lot of these ivy and vines all over the house. I wanted it to, yeah, just to look like it was really old and nobody really cared about it anymore, and I feel, I don't know, I like that style. So we are going into the interior now. I don't usually include these, mostly because it ends up that my videos are way too long, but I figured because I didn't build the shell for this, I could include it and you get to see all of the grossness that is in this house. So there's lots of spider webs. I add some like nasty watermarks on the floor. I actually put those curtains in every room. I use a couple of other furniture pieces from Spooky Stuff. I think Strangerville for the watermarks on the floor. Some of the rugs are vampires, but the other ones, like this one, is from Journey to Batu. They kind of look a little bit strange in terms of texture, like they kind of look a bit plasticky to me, but I still think they fit the part. So this is the greenhouse. This is what I wanted to kind of look like, maybe a seance-y type room, or just a, I don't know, I could just imagine a crystal ball being on that table, and I just thought it was a fun space. So I fill it with lots of plants and lots of hanging plants too from Nifty Knitting. I really like these. I don't really build houses or things that use like the cutesy stuff, so I don't get to use those items very often, and I enjoy them, so I try and put them even if they don't go with the style. So here I am adding these curtains everywhere. I literally add them everywhere. This little space in here was a little bit awkward. I didn't really know what to put there, so I just shoved a suit of armor and called it a day for this room. I had some books and that's pretty much it. Oh, I do add a table. Actually, I add like I think it's a sideboard from Spooky Stuff, but I size it down and I don't add anything on it. Just because I thought, you know, maybe if nobody lives here, maybe they moved out in a hurry and it's just been left. You know, I don't know. Okay, so I do add some lights to this house. I thought I'd just use candles, but either way, if you want to change anything out, then by all means feel free. It's on the gallery. And so is MysticFayrie if you would like to go and download the original. I'll link the video actually because I thought it was a really fun video. The speed build of the original build. Yeah. So moving to the second floor, this is where the child's bedroom and the toddler bedroom is, and it leads to like a walkway, I suppose, into the tower where the art easel is. I pretty much go crazy with the watermarks in here. I'm not really sure why. I just figured because it's like on the outside of a building, like on the outside of a building, you know what I mean. It's like outside but not really connected to the house, so I figured it's probably not got as much protection as the rest of the building, so it would probably suffer water damage a lot more than the rest of the house does. But I put lots of water damage pretty much everywhere on the like external walls and things. I was originally going to put a cauldron in here, but when I realized that it would have filled the entire room up, I figured it would be better if I just made it functional. And so I just thought, I haven't got any other skill building areas in here, so we'll go with an artist space instead. So this is the top floor, the master bedroom. I was a little bit, I don't know, stumped as to what to put in here. So there's a little table. I don't add anything on it, just because I thought it just looked interesting by itself with that weird sheet over the top. But yeah, I didn't really know what to put in here, so I just put a couple of I don't really know what they are, like jars of Dead Sea things, I think is what they're called, on the top here. And I thought they just kind of filled up the top and added added a nice gross feature to it. So this is the child's room. It was a bit of a strange layout, this room, but yeah, this kid must have a lot of clothes because they have 2 wardrobes. And I add a nice spooky picture to the top of the bed because, you know, if you're not already creeped out by this house, you can be extra creeped out by the clown. And then we move into the toddler room in just a second. There isn't really anything in here, and I just thought, you know, it's just creepy. So we're moving on to the screenshots now. I hope you have enjoyed. It's on the gallery. If you wish to download it, make sure MoveObjects is enabled. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.